Hey, good evening, folks. My name's Ryan, and I wanted to make a video about the Strait of Hormuz tonight. If you're paying attention to the news, you've probably heard discussion on the possibility of the Strait of Hormuz being mined. And that is a possibility right now that it's happening or has already happened to an extent. And this could be bad news. It's expected. It's something that I've been listening to people talk about my entire life. This is a very narrow shipping channel that a lot of the world's oil goes through. There's other cargo going through the Strait of Hormuz into the Persian Gulf, but probably the main value is going to be with the oil ships. This is going to affect the economies of a number of countries, but Saudi Arabia is probably, besides Iran, is going to take a big hit here. A lot of their oil comes through the Persian Gulf and out the Strait of Hormuz into the Indian Ocean, and then goes from there. It can go to the Suez, it can head towards Asia, down Africa. But this is a lot of money, and these ships have to be insured. The ships themselves are extremely expensive. There's not a ton of them. There's a lot of them, but it's limited. And here's the thing, like, if the Strait of Hormuz gets mined or is already mined to any decent extent, it could take months, depending on how things play out in Iran. It could easily take months for the Strait of Hormuz to open back up and ships to be willing to risk and be able to afford the insurance to travel through the Strait of Hormuz. This is going to cause problems. Oil is sold on the open market, except for with the black market Russian oil. Obviously, there's countries that sell it illegally. Iran is under sanctions, so they're selling oil illegally. Those ships still have to be insured. They're just being insured by their government or by who they're delivering to, but it's done off the books, and it's a little different. It's a lot different. But there's a lot of warships in the area, and not a lot of ships wanting to smuggle oil around that. It's dangerous business right now. They don't want to lose their black market oil either, or their ships. For the rest of the world, oil's sold on the open market. You don't make direct deals for you don't like we wouldn't go to Saudi Aramco and say, all right, we're gonna buy, we need 1,000,000 barrels of oil a day, and we need to take delivery once a week, and we'll give you this much money. Here's your check. It's being done on an open market. It's priced on an open market. So even though we produce a lot of oil, and we have refineries, although we could use some more refineries, particularly with certain types of crude, for certain types of crude, because they operate differently, whether your crude's sweet or sour, etc. But we do have refineries. We could keep up, say, our military and, maybe major interstate transportation with our refining capacity, but we'd have to limit consumer use of oil or something. But that doesn't mean we're that an increase in prices, which will happen with the Strait of Hormuz being closed. Prices will continue to go up. We're still buying the oil. A lot of the oil that we refine, we are buying it from overseas. That oil is being priced on a global market, which is affected by the Strait of Hormuz being mined. Ships cannot afford to go through minefields. Not these large cargo ships and large oil ships. They're too valuable. There's not enough of them. They have to be insured. And how much do you think insurance costs on your cargo when you got to take it through a minefield and have possibly, Iranian rockets coming at your cargo ship with no air defense? You'll be lucky if you can get insurance, and if you can't get it, you're not going to be able to afford it. Prices will go up on the global oil market because of this. If it's true, if it got mined to any decent extent, or does so in the near future, oil prices will go up. When oil prices go up, that acts as consumer inflation directly at the pump. It also raises the cost of everything else and acts as another cause of consumer price inflation. Just like currency inflation causes consumer price inflation, so can world events. This would be one of them. And if oil prices double, the cost of shipping everything may not double, but it might go up 25%. And if the shipment costs go up 25%, the companies don't say, "Oh, oil's expensive. We'll just work for free. We'll take a loss on every widget we sell." Or do they say, "We've got to raise our prices up 25% to accommodate our extra cost"? They're going to raise their prices. So there you go. This is just one of another pressure on consumer prices. This could affect global supply. It's not shocking. It's really about the only leverage Iran actually has on the world. Thank God they don't have a nuclear weapon yet. And another reason why they shouldn't. But this could have a big effect on the things going on in the world. We're still printing dollars like they're monopoly money. And we've got world events that are going to affect consumer prices as well. So don't get too comfortable. Don't think good times are right around the corner. This is a time to buckle up, tighten your belt, be smart on how you spend money, because your situation could change rapidly. Whether it's job loss, prices increasing, could be a lot of things. So be smart. This isn't the end of the world. It will be demined, if it has been, but it's not going to be super comfortable for the next probably year, until things kind of shake out. We'll see how things go from there. But I'd plan on the next 12 months being rougher than not. We're going to see more job losses. We're going to see prices continue to rise. We're going to see discombobulation in the world markets and geopolitics. It's a part of the world we live in. But boy, are we getting a front seat to history. I mean, there's that. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'd love a like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm ugly. I've got an email address and a Cash App in the description. But it's not a toll booth. Thanks for tuning in. God bless everybody.